Hey everyone, welcome to Geekettes Chats.
Hey people, what's
Hey,
up?
what's up? Sorry, I'm trying to do something on my phone. My sister was like, "All right, let's go live now."
We said 7.
Well, that is true. Sorry, my phone is kind of messing up. Yeah, this is a review for the 40-year-old version. I don't want to say virgin, which is actually a joke. We'll bring that up later. It's on Netflix, and we're also going to talk about like Disney, who's been laying off people, Marvel, DC, and just life updates from us.
Exactly. And so stick around to the end to hear about the Disney layoffs and more. But we'll get started on 40-year-old version now. And we want to apologize for the lag that you're probably seeing.
Yeah, pretty much. Because we do it in our living room.
We usually do it on little living room. We couldn't today. And
yeah, pretty much.
Laptop processor is not so good. So
yeah. So, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was kind of scary.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Anyways.
So yes, let's go with the 40-year-old version.
And wait, before we're gonna start with the plot first.
Yes.
Okay. And then we plot. Yeah, you're right. And then we take.
Well, first I say it's on Netflix. If you don't know, so if you have Netflix, check it out. And it's a drama comedy. It's about like 2 hours and 9 minutes. It just came out this year, 2020. It actually debuted in Sundance, and we were in Sundance, and we didn't get to see this film. It was hard to get into, but we got to see La Llorona and Zola. Those are two other, especially Zola, that was hard to get into, but we actually got into that. So we'll link below our reviews for that as well, because they were Sundance films. And yeah, or go on Geekettes Chat and check it, our reviews for those films. So yeah, this broadcast or premiered, as I say, broadcast, what the hell I'm saying, at Sundance, and we were like, oh man, it would have been cool to check it out, because it was actually one of the films I wanted to check out. And so it came on Netflix in October, I think October 9th or something. And so yeah, here it is. And so we finally, because October was like Halloween horror movies mostly, so we didn't have time to fit it in to do an actual review. So we were like, all right, November, we're not really having a theme in a sense of movies. We're just doing I mean, we technically have a theme. We're gonna have we're just reviewing movies that star women leads.
Yes.
So I guess that is a theme.
That is definitely a theme.
That is definitely a theme. So yeah, we're doing that. So yes, the 40-year-old version, of course, was directed, acted, and I think directed, acted, screenplay. I was about to forget that one by oh my god, I think I wrote her name. The lead actress,
Rada Blank.
Let me see. Oh, Rada Blank. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I had the cast list on my other page. No, because I was on the next page, and I was like, wait, I thought I wrote it on the first page. No, I didn't. I wrote the cast page and the second page, the cast. So my fault. Yes, Rada Blank, and so she was actually a writer before this. This is her first director debut, and she was a writer on Empire, which is a show on Fox. I never seen it, sadly. So, and She's Gotta Have It, which is actually on Netflix. I actually wanted to check that one out, so hopefully we get to that. So many shows. So
good shows.
Yeah, so good shows. So basically the plot is, she actually won the U.S. Dramatic Competition Directing Award at Sundance. I just wanted to bring that up again with the Sundance thing. But yeah, so
that's important to know though.
Yeah, because this is her first film, and she literally left her writing jobs to just do this movie, to work on this film, because
she's dedicated.
So yeah, when you're dedicated on a passion of on the passion project, and this is what you want to do, then you just gotta go for it, right? So that's what she did. So that's great. And so basically the plot is that her name is Rada too, right? Yeah, the lead, her name is Rada, and she's a high school drama teacher. And she actually used to be a playwright in her like in her, I guess, her younger years, as they say, her 20s or 30s. But now she's like in her early 30s. But now it's been like a decade and she's not a playwright anymore. And so in a sense of like being famous on Broadway, but she's still a playwright when she writes stuff. So she feels down on her luck. She's like an underdog. She wants to write things, be famous. She wants to be on Broadway. And, she's just teaching high schoolers. And then she's like, gets inspiration to be a rapper as well. And she's about to be 40. That's the big thing. So that's where you get the title. And, and she's like, what the hell have I accomplished, really? I guess that's the big question of the film. So yeah, that was the plot of the film. What do you want to go into? I guess the things that we like first.
Right, but before we go into that, I just want to share Black Tastic's comment. She wrote, "She's got a habit," and it was directed by Spike Lee on Netflix, based off his original film from the 80s. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. Hey, Black Tastic. What's up?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for checking in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Check out his
The Comforter.
Film, The Comforter on YouTube, on his page, Blacktastic Media. So yeah,
check
it
out.
Out.
YouTube.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't know
Media.
that. So we're gonna go into what we liked.
Yeah. So first we're gonna go into what we liked about the film, and then after what we didn't like. So what worked, what didn't work. Okay.
I actually have a lot less about what I didn't like.
Yeah.
It's like just minor nitpicks.
Yeah,
that's basically it. So because I really think,
I don't think they were minor for me, but yeah,
I really think this film is damn good. It is really damn good.
It's really it's really entertaining.
You
get invested in her story.
Yeah, you do.
and that's, for me lately, that has been like the hardest thing ever when it comes to watching films. It's like I don't really get invested. I'm just watching the film to watch it. But now it's like, I think the best part of the story is her story development.
Mm-hmm.
Start, just as an underdog, and her trying to rediscover herself, because really that's what rediscover herself, because she had this career, and she shows a 30 under 30, which was probably a real award.
Oh, it probably is. They always have those type of awards,
Right? So she's been working. She got an award, but now it's been like a period of time where she hasn't.
Almost a decade, I think. She's almost 40. I think she's 3 months away from 40.
So, and then she wrote it herself. Now this chick got talent. I'm sorry to say chick, but like this woman has talent. Like I was amazed about the dialogue, the writing, especially the lyrics for a lot of the actual songs in there. And she wrote a couple of them, and also worked as like, there's some songs from like Quincy Jones.
Yeah, the song
selections were really good. Wait, hold on, let me fix that. A Tribe Called Quest, and if anybody grew up with them, Queen Latifah. So, I mean, there's something about it. So it was just the dialogue, the mix of music, and it was just really she did it really well. I mean, I don't watch a lot of films that have music. It's been a while since I have, like, especially like people who have like who have fame in the industry, and then they do a movie about them. It's really, I don't.
Oh, those are.
I don't really like
autobiography.
Because
this is semi-biography.
This is semi-biography, just to be clear. But it's still like it just feels so raw. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to put it any other way, but it's just like you get carried away in the story, and you feel for her.
And especially her rapping, when she gets into the rapping. And she talks about what she's feeling. Like, she's talking about her knees, they're hurting, and like, and and all this, like, your back, it hurts like hell. You want to sleep at 9 p.m. You're like, all right, let's go to sleep, because let me tell you, that's how we feel like.
Right.
No, I was feeling like that at 25. Let's be honest. I wanted to go to sleep like at 9.
What, knees started cracking at 30?
Oh, my back started hurting like legit at like 27. I was like, damn, that's too early.
So she was just bringing out the real truth about what she experienced.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they always show like her knees always cracking when she's like bending down and stuff. That happens to me a lot too. So it was actually funny. So she brings that realness, that raw of her experience to the rapping, and I really appreciated that. Also, like, I guess the I love the part with the lady that she's kind of interviewing in a sense in the film.
Yeah.
The lady's like, you're only about to be 40. Like, call me back when you turn 70. Like, that's when you really like you really feeling it and stuff. So she's like, you ain't even that old, which is true. 40's not that old. It is not. But like, of course, with Hollywood and society, it's and also like ageism. It's really looked down upon when a woman hits a certain age. Like in Hollywood, you see these actresses playing moms at like 30, and it's like, what? And they're playing moms to actresses who are or actors who are their age. So it's crazy. So in society, it's like that too. With the ageism of all that stuff. And the part with the it was funny because you get to see Harlem too, and I love when you get to see New York City, because New York City is its own character, and you get to feel that all the time. So I think that's really cool. This was shot in a 35 millimeter, and it's in black and white, which is really like interesting, and it brings this retro feel for me. In a sense, it almost felt like an 80s film.
Yeah.
I don't know if you felt that.
No, I got that retro feel too. And the camera angles and stuff, and the cinematography work is really good.
Yeah, and the funny part I was gonna bring up was the realness of how New Yorkers treat elderly and like disabled people and homelessness in a sense. Like when she's like, I'm late for work, and the people who are disabled wanted to get on the bus, and she's like, oh my God. And I was like, I've seen that from people, and that is messed up. I've seen people be, like messed up to my mom because she's senior citizens, because she's an older lady. Like they'd be like, hurry up. And I'm like, yo, and this would be a younger person. I'm like, yo, she's an older lady. She's a senior citizen. So it was kind of messed up that she was doing that in the film, like, her character.
Right.
But it's the realness of what people do, sadly. So
and I think that's what she wanted to present,
like,
right?
yeah, the realness, like, of what New York or anybody, not only New York, people from New York, or like just anybody in general who,
So and I just want to say that if we can ask, if y'all can be silent advocates for these people, because when I walk in the train station and I see somebody a senior, I walk behind them, and I walk even slower, and I turn around and I look at people's dirty faces, and I'm like, that's right, give me that dirty look.
Yeah,
that's okay. I'll take it for whoever I'm, So just be that person, It doesn't hurt. What? It takes a couple of extra minutes from you to get to where you're going. So.
And it's true. And like I said, and then there's that aspect of theater not versus, but in the sense of like,
this dichotomy.
Of like the real, would I say, like, the hood, or I guess the neighborhoods and all that stuff of like, theater is so very elitist in a sense. Only rich people really get to see those shows. If you're lucky enough to get like some cheap ass tickets. So there is that aspect that the DJ, the producer, brings up. Like, he tells her, D, he's the DJ producer, and he's the one who's doing the music beats for her. D is telling him, he's telling her like, oh, she's judging him in a sense, right? Or like, kind of in some points because of where he's from, and
I know I'm gonna go on and talk on DJ D in a second, but I just want to say that she's like showing two worlds, right? The hip hop culture world, the rapper that she's thinking about, and then she's also showing theater, and I guess that's her experience probably too, because she's also a rapper. Her actual both of the worlds. Rapper name is also Radamus Prime.
I love it.
Which she uses in the movie and that. So I thought that was very interesting, and how she highlighted DJ D, because hip hop started south of Bronx, 1970s. Who was very influential during that time? DJs. DJs were the ones coming up with the beats, all of that. And then eventually that, the rappers started kicking to the beats, right? So I think that was an important, storyline in the film, and she did it really well.
I love the part
because there's a part where they, you're about to talk about
about the
Go for it.
No, I was about to say when D takes her Rada to the rap battle with all the woman rappers, so yeah, and he takes her there, and she sees all these amazing like rappers just battling it out. Oh my god,
we having trouble talking today. It's so
it's a struggle. I don't know. Again, my thing with rap is that it's very like the words are very like sometimes they're very offensive, especially to women, and it's like that's why I always have like issues with kind of rap music most of the time. And but again, there's a lot of rap music that is amazing as well because it's storytelling. It's a perspective you see of the way the person can tell their story, and that's the way they want to tell their story, or only can tell their story that way. And so also another issue with rap for me is since it goes really fast, and I have trouble like catching, that's how I am with reading as well. So I have to like slow down. Like I read my books with audiobooks now because I just can't catch things quick enough. So I have to rewind it. I do that with movies now. I'm very my mind can't catch things, so that's why I don't listen to it a lot because I get like really like nervous. Mm-hmm. So that's just me personally. But I love the beats and the music, and I love that aspect. Mm-hmm. So
I'm gonna just talk about a little bit about what didn't work for me.
Okay.
I didn't like the portrayal of the homeless man. But I'm always sensitive about that. Like, I just didn't like that.
And then, the stereotypical like homeless jokes. Right.
And then also, there was a part in the rap battle between the women rappers, and one was just really like racist. And I know that's yeah. So I was just like feeling very uncomfortable hearing that stuff.
Right. Oh yeah. So, like I said, there's a lot of
I just want to let you know that
there's a lot of problematic things in rap, again, with misogyny and some of those like you said with the words they use. But also there's a lot of problematic stuff and a lot of things in media and in film as well. So but again, there's a lot of great storytelling in rap, like I said before. So, and the music, the beats are amazing, and what she was rapping about was true to her. What the hell am I doing with my hands? I don't even know. It was just like I was like.
Actually, let me correct myself. It wasn't racist lyrics. It was how do I say this? Very derogatory lyrics towards xenophobia towards the Muslim community. So in the lyric and during the rap battle, but it was just one quick rap battle, but it just felt very uncomfortable hearing. We got another comment from Black Taxi. Yo, Chrissy, your New York accent is coming in strong in this review.
I'm really digging it. Oh yeah, that's what happened.
I know it's been a while. Sometimes it goes in and out,
Yeah, but, that is true.
Back in the day in the 90s, it was even heavier.
Yeah, it was heavier.
But it was good. It was good.
It was heavier.
So those were the only two problematic things for me from the film.
It was a really damn good movie.
Yeah, and
she is so funny.
It's funny, yo. It's
oh my god, funny. The part in the end when when she's like with D and and she's like, this is rap line. He's beatboxing. This is rap line. She's like, I just saw a rat, and this is how you get fat girls to run. That shit kills me because that's exactly true. Because that shit happened to me and my friend. and I'm a fat girl, and I literally ran when I saw that rat. That rat came right across my foot. I almost kicked it. That's how close it was. I ran and screamed like somebody was attacking me, and that's what happens around here in our neighborhood.
I know.
You all you hear is people screaming, and you damn know it's a freaking rat.
Word.
Or many rats.
We can't even tell if they're in a fight anymore or if they're fighting with a rat.
Too many rats.
But it's there.
Yo, we saw a group of rats chatting together. That was insane. In front of our projects. That was crazy. Yeah, that was. But it's real, and I like that. She brings that realness. Yeah. It's dope. And the writing is so good and so funny. So yeah, definitely check it out.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to mention that also, like her best friend, Kim, I forgot his name. Archie, who played his character name is Archie. That was a nice relationship, and the relationship she had with her students.
Oh yes, the teenagers. I love them.
So damn good and entertaining. I thought it was super
the
funny.
actor is called Peter Y. Kim.
Oh, okay.
He was really good as Archie.
Yeah.
And the teenager, and just like giving that inspiration to those teenagers, her students, and making their own plays and them becoming playwrights, and how supportive they were of her. Yeah. Like I thought that was awesome.
Yeah,
man.
and it's just a commentary about like how it's a struggle to be an artist, and and it's okay to teach, to do side gigs, and as long as you're doing your passion,
work,
and that's a theme of the thing. It's
you
about finding your passion, finding your voice, and just doing it.
Oh, that was the thing. Another thing, she brought up about how her mom was an artist, but she also curated and was a teacher as well. And she was talking about how her mom didn't become famous, all it is her paintings are going to become in storage. And her brother was like, no, man, she had us. We're her biggest creation. But aside from that, I thought in the sense that, no, she got to do a lot of things, not just have kids, but do her work, travel, be a curator and teach and inspire. And no, she wasn't famous, but she got to do other things. She got to do what she loved, and that's amazing. She got to do things, and I think that it talks about this thing that you're an artist only when you become famous, and this film is talking about how that's not true. Exactly what you said. You're an artist when you paint. You're a writer when you write. You're a filmmaker when you make films. We're film critics on YouTube and we review films. We ain't getting paid, but this is our passion, and we love to do it. And when you do something, that's who you are. Yeah. So yeah. You don't have to be famous.
Exactly.
So.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, so
I just
want to mention something that this film actually came from a web series.
Yeah, it was a web series.
And another popular show that came from a web series was Insecure by Issa Rae. I'm hoping I'm saying her name.
Yeah, I think.
So I just wanted to mention that
a lot of web series got
popular. So you need to start somewhere.
Make a web series.
You know what I'm saying?
Or do it. Do it. You never know.
That's the thing. And even then, funding your own passions.
And yeah, she was talking about funding your own passions. And even if you don't get famous, just do it, because it's great just to get your work out there and be like, you know what? When you're done, and you got your work out there and you did it.
And you're going to have fans.
Yeah.
You're going to have fans. So don't worry about it.
Somebody's going to see it and be like, you know what? That freaking inspired me. This is great. Yeah. So that was our review of the 40-year-old version. I keep on want to say virgin. And there was actually an IndieWire interview with her where she talked about how how basically a lot of people, especially like to or appropriate Black culture. So she was like, let me appropriate this film title, The 40-Year-Old Version. It's directed by a white man and all that stuff. And it stars a white man too, with Steve Carell. So it was funny in the article. We'll link down below the article.
Yeah. So. Oh, and also the trailer is in the description, please. And So check that out. At least watch the trailer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
See if you like it at all. And then we're gonna go in discussion for Disney and all this stuff. But if you gotta go, definitely stay connected, subscribe, and click the bell.
Yeah, subscribe.
So next
click the bell, notifications, to see our latest reviews or videos and stuff. Like, or put down below what you're watching or reading or what you want us to review as well.
And if you
what do you think of this film?
Exactly. Any comments on the film?
Yes.
And also, if you have any film suggestions, something related to music, artists. I know we're going to be reviewing Selena soon. And because there's going to be a Selena show on Netflix.
Oh, that's a show?
Yeah, but we're also reviewing the film.
Oh, right.
So now, let's move on.
I got confused for a second. All right, Disney. I don't know. I just wanted to bring it up because, it's interesting. Disney has been laying off a lot of people. They laid off a lot of their employees from ESPN. It was like 500 employees. Like, holy hell. Searchlight, which is it's under Disney and stuff. It's independent film production or studio, I guess as they call it. And other areas under the Disney is like more than 50 employees from the studio division are getting laid off as well. And then the big number, 28,000 employees from the Disney parks in Florida and in California. Damn, I almost forgot about Disneyland. I was like,
yeah,
they got laid off too. And it's just crazy to see. And you keep on hearing articles about how Disney's like losing money and all that stuff because I guess they make their most money from the parks or something. But it's crazy because they're making a lot of money off their Disney Plus and the I guess the movie division. Look, all those Marvel and Star Wars movies made a lot of money, didn't they? Yeah. I saw that they made a lot of money. So they're an empire. Let's be honest. So it's just weird that they're like laying off all these people. And I'm just like, what the hell? And it's like, let's be honest, the CEOs are probably getting a lot of money. Yeah. And if they don't cut the CEOs, like, I guess, how much they're getting paid, bonuses, salaries. Oh, thank you. That was the word. I was like, what the hell is that word? Salaries, bonuses, or whatever. They're gonna lay off the lower employees, as they say, the people who are barely making ends meet, and so it's just sad because again they're an empire. They make mad money. Look at The Mandalorian, like it's a popular show. Look how much they make off merchandise. They be making like Funko Pops of like 100 millions of like Baby Yoda. I love Baby Yoda, but comment.
So let's talk about what Disney needs to do.
Yeah, seriously.
Disney needs to cut top salaries. Disney needs to not stop paying actors $20 million for a film.
I'm being honest.
Like, do they really need $20 million?
They don't. For 6 months of work.
Exactly.
I don't think they do.
$20 million.
That's crazy.
They're good with $10 million for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, because it was interesting because somebody bring up like shit like Chris Evans or Robert Jr. like because they were Marvel actors, of course, superheroes. Should they get pay cuts and all that stuff? Like, is that really gonna help? Somebody was like that's not really gonna help and all that stuff. I'm like, maybe
it is.
I think it probably will. Because do you really think? Yeah, like you were saying, those actors don't need 60, 70 million like they be getting. They don't.
Yeah, and it's like
they don't need that.
What, 20 million per film, and if like 4, 5, 6 actors are making that, maybe their top tier actors are making that.
They are making
that's crazy.
20 million. Like
so,
they need to stop paying these actors that much to be personally
right.
My honest opinion. You could be against that, of course.
So if nonprofits are doing furloughs, nonprofits are doing furloughs. Disney can do something.
Yeah, and so it's interesting.
Just so they gotta cut because these top tier executives are making millions.
And then it's crazy because it's happening in Disney. It's happening in Marvel Comics, especially DC Comics. They're just laying off people left and right over there in DC. So it's crazy how many people are just getting unemployed or furloughed, or like they're not getting paid and all this stuff. And the thing I wanted to bring up about the Disney employees that work in the parks, I took a class, I forgot which class in college, when I was in college, of course. And one of the students there, one of my peers, of course, was talking. They used to be from Florida, and they were a Disney park, I guess, worker. They worked in the parks as a character, I think, or something.
Oh wow!
And so they were talking about how, like, and he came to New York and stuff. But I asked him, like, straight up, and he was talking about, like, how he wasn't getting paid enough. They didn't treat him well. They didn't treat a lot of the workers there well, or pay them enough. A lot of his coworkers were living in cars, not even living in cars. And Disney has money. I don't understand where does all that money go? Like, where?
It goes into top executives and their shareholders, and they need to fix that.
They need to fix how
I know, because right now I'm questioning, do I still want to be a Disney fan?
Yeah, that was the thing why we want to bring up, because we were bringing up because
do we really want to still be a Disney fan?
Because it's so hard
right now. Like, I'm like, damn, man, I love Disney. I love Marvel. I even watch ESPN sometimes. I mean, like.
Yeah, my dad doesn't. ESPN.
So it's like,
to be honest,
doing all this shady stuff, or I don't know if I could call it. I feel like it's shady stuff, really.
It's hard because it's like, you like all that stuff. I haven't been in the Star Wars Marvel thing lately because I'm kind of tired of it, to be honest. Sometimes you gotta separate from that stuff. You're just kind of tired sometimes, and that's okay. So that's why I haven't been watching. I bring up The Mandalorian before. That's why I haven't been watching The Mandalorian. It came back. I mean, as much as I love Baby Yoda, I'm kind of like, and then with the Disney stuff, or like how they're treating and everything, it's I don't know. It's hard. It's a question, because it's a question of, like, do you still stay a fan of a company that's just doing messed up things?
Yeah.
But a lot of companies do messed up things too. It's not only Disney, but they have so much money. I don't know. It's hard. It's a question. So that's why I haven't been watching any Disney stuff. We actually took off Disney Plus. I love you, Baby Yoda, but nah. I'm done.
So we're hoping that Disney,
maybe one day I'll go back.
Disney's gonna definitely change the way. Not watching Mandalorian was.
Yeah. I know, it's like weird, right? Because I love The Mandalorian the first season, but like, it's a lot of things. Like, again, with the Disney stuff, and then with like a lot of the things, like the actresses that are on the show, like Gina Carano's her views, her shitty ass views, and then Rosario Dawson and the issues that she's having, the problematic issues of, like, that she's having. I forgot to look for an article about that, what she did and stuff like that to a transgender person, and then I don't know if it's true, but it's just a lot of stuff. So maybe, I don't know. I have to look for an article to really go into deep with the Rosario Dawson stuff, because I didn't really look at it too much, so I wouldn't really know. But Congino, Gina, what the fuck is that? I forgot. But she's like a main actress there, and she's got shitty views, and I don't know.
It's kind of a turn off,
And then Disney stuff and what they're doing, it's kind
thanks
of
for checking
off,
in,
but
girl.
Sorry. Maybe one day I will watch Mandalorian again.
Yeah, we're just a little sensitive right now. But tell us if it's good or not.
Yeah, tell us if it's good. If it's good, then maybe.
Anyway, what else we want to talk about?
I don't know. Just like life events, I guess. I don't know. That was the only thing we were gonna really talk about. Oh yes, the book reviews are gonna be coming. That was the one thing I was like set my mind to. They're gonna be starting next week. Is that, again, we skipped a week in November because I was sick with a fever, like legit a fever. I'm hoping it was a fever. I was wearing a mask at home. I was cleaning stuff. I was trying to stay away from my parents as best as I can. It's hard when you live in an apartment in New York City. And so I was really sick, and and the election happened, and that Saturday with that great news that Trump was finally out, thank God. And so I was sick in bed. I was like feeling like shit, and everybody's celebrating. I'm like,
wait, talking about celebration. Who was out in the streets celebrating on Saturday?
And so
there was people screaming in our neighborhood, like cheering.
Oh yeah, wait. You said it's better than season 1?
Oh, it's better than season 1.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
But going back to the the election happened. Trump is out. Woo! God. But now the real work begins and stuff. And thank you to the Black grassroots organizers, the Native American grassroots organizers, the Asian grassroots organizers, Latinx grassroots organizers, the youth of color, what they did to like just get out there, to get people to vote. And they're amazing, man. And they deserve all the praise and resources and funding. And I hope they they really look after them.
I know. I hope this new office engages
with them,
organizations. Because the shitty thing is that nonprofits, unless you have that title to be a lobbyist, you cannot be lobbying really in Washington. So it's hard for them to engage the system, but they still do it anyways, meeting with elected officials and stuff, but not as a lobbyist, which is what most these big pocket folks do. Where in Washington, they pay lots of money to lobbyists to get these laws passed. Mm-hmm. So I hope the new office is going to give the time to organizations, to learn from them, to work with them.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna put a link down below. I'm gonna try to look for links to support, but also links to support Central America, especially Guatemala and Honduras got really badly hit by a hurricane. I forgot the hurricane's name. I'm so sorry. I think it's ETA. Eta? Yeah. I could be saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. It's ETA, I think, or something like that. I'm sorry. And we'll put links down below how to support them. Of course, our mom's from Guatemala, and it's just like, especially the indigenous population got hit really bad there, and they already deal with the xenophobia, racism in their own country because they're indigenous. So imagine with all other things that it's going to be a struggle. And so I'm going to try to look for links. I think I found some, so I'll put it down below.
And we're sending love to everyone right now who is experiencing hardship, and stay safe.
Stay safe. Wear that mask, please, because it's actually going up in New York again.
So we got a new curfew.
So now we got things are closing at 10. The kids might be back at home, remote learning at starting Monday, I think. So it's kind of crazy right now. So
just be careful out there.
Be careful out there. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. We'll see you next week for We Don't Know. We have a schedule.
We have a schedule. But we go with the flow with this. Wait, I said the book review is coming.
Oh, that's true.
Monday.
Okay. But
Monday.
As far as films go, we don't know what's next. But we're definitely going to be doing a classic film like
I think Selena or Clueless or one of them. I literally forgot.
Oh, Black Tasker says he has a hard time supporting Disney too, right?
That's hard, man. It sucks, but I was dancing in the street.
Black Tasker was dancing in the street last Saturday.
Everybody was, except for me. I was like freaking like sick as hell in the bed. I was like,
oh man,
I was like, it was crazy.
Thank you, folks, for checking in, for watching. We really appreciate it. Again,
subscribe,
please,
like.
Hit
that bell, notifications to get our new videos.
Yeah, so thanks for joining in. And any recommendations, we always welcome any recommendations.
Books too, any recommendations.
So thank you so much for
podcast
for sure.
Oh man, I've been listening to a lot of true crime podcasts. I need to stop. October's over. Come on, let's stop, Shirley.
Yeah, and it's getting creepy, so you need to stop.
Anyway. Yeah, I need to stop.
So thank you for tuning in. Yeah.
Oh,
So, peace out, peeps.
Peace.